Welcome back to the mine. Oh, you're a tourist or something? Need to get permission if you want to enter a mine. Well, I'm not exactly a tourist. Is this Lissa? It was ages since I haven't seen you here. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Thank you for your cooperation. No, I wasn't searching for friction. Looks like the RMP really are here. But why would we come out to a mine? Oh, who are you kids? What are you doing here? It's great to hear you again, Rudolph. Oh no, here's little Alyssa. Been ages since last saw you here. What brings you? Oh, looks like you brought your friend this time. Actually, you're a group from the Military Academy. I heard you said you to come. Sire, not to drop in unannounced. No trouble at all. The doors of the session are always open for little Alyssa. I suppose you're not so little anymore. Really grown up since last saw you. Is that the young fellow with black hair, your sweetheart? Of course not. We're just classmates. Rean, is there something you've been keeping from us? I admit, I wasn't expecting you to know the foreman. Well, grandfather brought me here a few times when I was young. But Chief was always real nice. You got some friends in the high places. Well, Grim was always good to us miners. But chairman of such a huge company, he's always so easy to get along with. Come to think of it, you all go to Thors, right? So you must know Angelica Rugner. How's she doing? So you know Angelica too? Well, I do. She used to work here as a part-timer. Say what? A daughter of one of 4 great houses working in a mine? Yeah, she's one of Marcus Wagner's daughter, but can't say no much about her family. But she never mentioned it back when she started here. She picked up and work in no time. Putting a hard day's work than most of our regular miners do. You don't see many gals like her out there. Oh, sounds just like her. Nothing normal about Angelica. Every time I got my eyes on a girl, she'd swoop in and have her head over heels for her before I even get a chance. She sounds like a noble by the minute. Takes all sorts, doesn't it? Gotta say, I kind of miss those days though. Waverford's current chairman, she's a sharp lady. Quite look her. Just none too friendly. Never shows her face around here. Considering how much of a workaholic she is, I don't imagine she ever will. I beg your pardon, didn't mean to speak badly about your mother. Hope you can forgive me. That's alright really, I might be a daughter, but I probably know less about her these days than a company board. Oh, those guys, they've been dropping by quite a bit lately asking some questions. They were badgering me for all sorts of statistics about how much more we would be mining. Guessing that's not the reason you trekked our way out here. Actually, something we're hoping you can help us with. That's your business. I do recall a metal like that being found in the old tunnels. We saw that shaft some time ago. Wouldn't normally ask you to do this, but it's part of a study. Alright then, look like you can handle yourselves. Alright, let's go easy. Hey, she's the Spink. Shaft 3, head right here, right in front of you. That's left, that's straight, that's right. It's the one you can go in. Yep, It's another dungeon type area. Quite a straightish one. One side path and a couple of dual paths. Nothing we've not seen before.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Now's our chance.
Go!
My turn. I can do this. Fire! My turn.
Go!
Right! Fire!
My turn.
Oh, we did it!
I did!
I'm not going to buy the monsters and skip. How is anything with this description we've given? It's a giant jellyfish. Mushroom, fungi thing.
Watch out, this is a tough one. My turn.
What do we have? Gold fungus. Chronoburst.
Huh. Go! Alright, let's do this! Here we go! Huh.
It's my turn.
Weak to fire. Every nanny's weak to fire, it seems.
Arcus activate. My turn. Here. Ha!
My turn.
Arts.
Arcus activate.
My turn. Burn to end. Go!
I'll take you up.
I'll handle it. 1, 2, 3. I can do this.
Arts. Purgatorial Flame.
Arcus activate. Okay.
Here we go! Okay, it's safe for now.
That definitely works. Oh, glad that's over. Oh. Lithium. Got it. Ignore the monster on the way back out. Looks like you were able to get your metal. Okay, that's the metal get. Normally there's no easy way back out. Other than running, so I'll run like a constipated wiener dog.
That looks like a tough one. Watch out!
Stick to a path, you should hopefully be fine. And back to town again. I was up there, wasn't it? Oh, you managed to find any linium? Sure did. Thanks, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Of course, if you actually went out and cleared the monsters out there, I'm sure you'd get pretty more. That's something we consider after we've provided with survivable material. And Mrs. Professor Schmidt we're talking about, I'm sure will deliver some kind of interesting results. He's honored to have been able to aid Professor's research. It's a pretty rough job, though. Thanks, I'm grateful for your help. Thank you. So I do believe that's all 3 missions done. Yep. Looks like the sun's starting to set. Not surprised, that was a hard day's work even by our standards. Oh, at least we're able to finish all requests. Let's head back home. What's wrong? There's something going on over there. Oh. Plaza on the lower floor. Hey, isn't that... What provincial army and the RMP doing here? It's saying it's use the elevator. I would use the elevator. This is bad. Preserving order and row is a duty of the Norcia Provincial Army. Our duty. We had quite enough outsiders like yourselves swaggering to town as though you own the place. If I may, we're currently here on a mission for which we have full authority. Besides, the expansion of the railways has increased the flow of money, information and people across the country. These days, it takes a modern organisation to maintain order in an interconnected world. That organisation is the RMP. Why don't you take your sashes and keep your pointy helmets kindly out of our way? You son of a... Sir, I cannot let this incident like this tarnish our good name. Now, let's not be hasty here. They may answer to a chancellor, but it's only this many of them. They're nothing more than a mob in uniforms. What the hell? Armored cars? Are you insane? You can't just file military vehicles into the middle of a city. On the contrary, arms exist as tools to defend one's territory, one's country. We have been once fighting with terrorists, I'm sure we will not have been outsmarted. Citizens of Roa, you have nothing to fear in these dangerous times with terrorists running rampant. The North Shore Provincial Army is here to defend you from harm. And defend you we shall. These glorified beat cops are nothing out of their depths. What a bloward. Looks like it's sporting for a fight. Really selling it out to the populace. They can't just drive armoured cars right into the city streets. What do we do? They're both officially recognised by the military organisations as everything which we can do. But if for some reason things turn ugly, let's do everything we can to get all the nearby residents out to safety.
You're quite correct, of course. Both the Provincial Army and the Railway Military Police have their own roles to fill, each important to the Empire.
Oh hey. I thought as much. Captain Claire! I didn't know you'd arrived. I'll take from here. Yes, Captain! Yes, Mum! So that's her, huh? Yes, the infamous Icy Maiden. Good day to you, officer. I believe the Imperial government notified you 2 days ago we'll be conducting patrols and investigations in the area. Has it really caused such inconvenience that you felt compelled to bring an armoured car into city limits? Well... And frankly, I can't bring myself to agree with your assertion that we are out of our depth here. The railway is a network that crosses the entire Empire, allowing us to dispatch forces everywhere at a moment's notice. We can also gather divisions scattered across the country into one place in a matter of hours. In fact, we pride ourselves on it. It's a distinguishing feature as a division of the armed forces. I do keep seeing him pop up in Imperial Chronicle. Looks like Claire showed up at a perfect time. As quick-witted as ever, too. Now there's a classy lady for you. We have no quarrel with you and no reason to argue. We have enough on our plate with terrorists as it is. We've got a job to do and you do as you do. Ultimately, a commitment to the people of this nation. I'm sure you feel the same way, no?
A query for you then. How would you respond if a crisis were to occur in multiple places at the same time?
Oh. Oh. Rufus. Hey, did you see this brother really gets around? And always turns up where you least expect him. Lord Rufus, we didn't know you were in Roa. Are you leaving already? Indeed. His lordship asked me to extend my stay, but I'm afraid I have business to attend to elsewhere. We're heading out in short order. That's Duke Alberea's eldest son. As the Noble Faction's biggest up-and-comer, he sure dresses a part.
Ah, Captain Claire Revelt, I presume? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've heard much about you.
It's an honor, Lord Alberea.
Please, no need for formalities, but still, you seem puzzled as to what I'm doing in Ruhr. Or, to be more specific, how I got here. Do I assume correctly? The country's railways are completely under your control. Had I taken a train, you would have known it. And yet, there are no signs I passed through Ruhr Airport either. The truth is more mundane than fantastic. I arrived aboard the Alberea family's private airship, which currently sits just off a highway on the outskirts of the city, awaiting my return. Blind spots are an unavoidable reality. We all have them. As on the ball as you are, you do well not to overestimate your own superiority.
Likewise you.
After all, the hardest falls are the ones we don't see coming.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Now, Isn't it time both sides withdrew? And remove those unsightly vehicles from the streets at once. A provincial army must conduct itself with valor and grace at all times. Would you not agree?
That was a show of arms, definitely. It wasn't a conflict portrait head. It was a show of arms. Oh, fortune finds us face to face once again. So it seems, thanks to the diffusing situation the other day. Needn't be so formal. I was just in town to speak with a Marquis on my father's behalf. Ah. I imagine the two of you must have had a lot to talk about. Indeed we did, but Marquis never makes it easy on time. Took advantage of the excitement around a courageous and maiden voyage. In the current climate, it is impossible to predict what might happen. You have 3 days to field study remaining. I suggest you focus your assigned tasks and stay out of trouble. That was less of a request and more of a warning, I think. You meet Justice and you think you've seen the Nobilis' golden boy until you meet Rufus. I'm slow to admit, but over time I've gotten an impression he's a good man for a noble. He's a sharp guy, but I can see why he does much sway in noble faction he does. Looks like the sun's about to set. What do we call it a day? There's got to be something going on behind the scenes. So you live... in the penthouse suite on floors 24 and 25, yes. That's my family's house, more or less.
Man, I can't believe your family has the top 2 floors of a world-class high-rise all to itself.
Yeah, and high-ranking nobles would trip over themselves to secure a luxury suite like this.
I was afraid you guys would react exactly like you just did. That's why I just kept my mouth shut. Sure, it's large, but it's so pointlessly large for just 2 people, and the only servant we have is Sharon. If you have Sharon, that's the only maid you need, even for a place this big.
You said it.
Well, we'll be guests here, so thanks for having us, Elisa.
Well, of course. Don't mention it.
Oh.
My. Is it just me, or do I detect more than a hint of red on Lady Elisa's fair visage?
Could she be embarrassed? I am not.
We're here on a field study, so could we...
I'll lighten up, Machias. It just wouldn't be a proper field study without one of us getting embarrassed about our family.
That is fair, actually.
Welcome home, everyone. Feels nice to be back. I'll just ignore how you popped up to greet us the moment we were... Now, if you'll just follow...
The top floor penthouse suite.
Well, I'm impressed.
This is even more grandiose than I'd expected. You can see the whole town out there below. Talk about the lap of luxury.
Looks like a comfy place to take a nap. You guys really think so? I've been away from Ruhr for half a year. I've already finished preparing dinner, please.
Thank you.
I don't know about all of you, but I'm... Wait, Actually, we can't, can we? Mother said she'd be eating with us tonight, so and there are quite a few things we need to...
Well, actually, my lady, I'm afraid I received a call.
What?
Oh. Speed for those pan shots. Slow down over the dinner.
Lisa, if
You'll get fat. Ah! It's just this once. I eat a balanced diet the rest of the time.
But you've been bolting down every course so quickly, I'm surprised you haven't inhaled your napkin.
Maybe we're gonna need to rethink your stage outfit for the concert.
Crap. I almost forgot about that.
If you're worrying about us, you don't. I know your mother promised she'd have dinner with us, but we'll.
and she said she'd try to make some time for us tomorrow instead.
But still... It's not that it bothers me so much, but she sits on Thor's board of directors. Who's she meeting with that's so important she can't even clear a little time to see us? She got off the Lusitania already, didn't she?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. She's not out on a date with a gentleman or engaging in any lascivious behavior.
That's not what I'm worried about. Honestly, hearing she was seeing a man might even put my mind at ease.
Elisa?
Tensions between the provincial army and the railway military police. Suspicious behaviour. Private library. Festival concerts. Want to help out? Okay. Let me show you to my room, Fee. Thanks. So I've got 2 rooms there, 2 people there. And a piano. A room review. You know what else happens? It's the end of the episode. Until then, bye bye.